You can see the line here where it's snapped. On with my results. So I made a total of Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Amanda and I run a small business called The Cotton Florist. And today we're going to be going to an Inner West night market, which is a night market held on the first Friday of every month. So I will be taking you through some market prep, the actual market itself, and then at the end of the video we will do a little recap of how much I made, what we did at the market, and just show some footage from all of the entertainment. There's a lot of entertainment actually at this particular venue. There is trapeze, there's singing, there's dancing. It's pretty awesome. So keep watching and let's go. Hey guys, all right, we need to go to Officeworks to get a laminator. I need to change up my price tags somehow, signage, make it a little bit nicer. And currently I'm using kind of like the blackboard little chalk signs, and they're okay, but they're not big enough, and I don't think that people can see them sometimes if they're at the back of a display. I want my signage to really pop out. So we're going to go to Officeworks and get a laminator. I don't even know how to use them, but let's go. Chaotic market prep. There is just stuff everywhere. Look at this, my new stand. I did need to put this part on, but look, it's so cute. Okay, so I've had to actually use hair claws to hold these two pieces together, which I've glued. It's Gorilla Glue, so it's supposed to be pretty good, but it's got a 2-hour dry period, so we're using these. So you can see the line here where it's snapped. So let's see how it works. This is what you call girl DIY. I don't have clamps, but I have hair claws. It is market day today and I am feeling not ready. Here is the things we have. Actually, I just bought this today from Bunnings. It's a work light because it's a night market, so I need to make sure I've got enough lighting. I think they have flood lighting there, but I'm not too sure, so I want to make sure that I'm not standing in the dark. I've got my signs here that I actually need to update them because the prices have changed. I've updated these to 18. I don't have my keychain plants at 15 anymore. In my bouquets, I'm going to have individually priced because it's not worth $12. It's just so much effort. So we'll update these as well. I mean, it's not bad, but I just cannot get these rounded. So this is going to have to do for now until I can figure out a way to cut circular shapes. A little bit better, but it's okay for now. I'm just going to try it out and see how long it lasts. I don't know whether I'm supposed to cut lemonade. I've heard that you can cut it if it's cold lemonade, but mine was done hot, so I don't know whether that's going to make a difference. Hopefully it sticks, but we're just going to see how long it lasts. If it doesn't, I'll think of plan B, but for now, I think that's cute. These ones you can't really see. I don't think they're showing up on camera very well, but they are there. I just did them in a really light color, which I am now sort of regretting because I can barely see them. Okay, this flower is probably not the best, but I actually ended up printing slightly over where the petals meet, so I don't think you can really tell because you can't even see the color, so it should be okay. It'll do. Okay, let's add mouths to these little guys. Look at these. These are like the little froggy pops. Oh my gosh. Look at this. They're so cute. I literally can't get over them. But what I like about that, okay, this one's a little wonky, but they can see it. But you can also put them off to the side like that. Look. Off to the side. They're so cute. This little guy has a mind of his own. But we're going to... I'm going to do a triangle mouth. Okay. Let's see. I think I like this. Is this even? And tie this off. If you're struggling with threading, thread through a needle instead of trying to do this and getting a little stuck, especially with frays like this one. Just bend it like this and then push it through. I find that super easy, especially with chenille yarn, which is so difficult to thread. Ta-da! Okay, so it's market day today and it's in about 5-6 hours. It's at 5 o'clock, so it's a night market, which is pretty fun. And hopefully it's going to be a good turnout. It's only 4.5 hours, which is great because it's not too long. It ends at 10:30 though, so it's a late one. the part of the video that I'm sure you're all waiting for. This is the part of the video that I am going to go through how well I did at this market, what the market was about, anything interesting that I found, how I felt about this market, and just a general rundown of what sold and what didn't sell. So this market is called the Inner West Night Market, and it is held in Sydney. It's held in a part of Sydney that is known for pretty nice night culture, pretty good vibes as well. It is a very friendly family area. This particular market has around, I would say, 15 vendors, including food. So there's it's probably a little bit more food vendors, but there is around maybe 7 or 8 market stalls, and they're basically set out in like an oval, and basically in the inside is where everyone comes in and sits and has their picnic rugs, and on the outside is just all the shopping vendors, and the other side is food. We also have a DJ, and we have the trapeze school was actually behind me, so that was really cool. So the trapeze was there, and actually the kids were able to come up and actually have a go at the trapeze as well. There was a Portuguese dancing. There was also what looked like jazz dancing too. So it was a really good family-friendly event with a lot of activities and entertainment. Now, the cost for me to attend this particular market was $100, which is actually a really great price for Sydney. It's probably one of my lowest prices. It is only a 4.5-hour market. It runs from 4:30 to 9 p.m. or 4:30 to 9:30. Oh, I can't remember, but it's around 4.5 to 5 hours. So this particular market is held on the first Friday of every month. I did attend this in March at the start of the year. So this was actually recorded a little bit later. So I'm doing my outro many months later because I'm finally getting around to editing all my videos. So this was held in the warmer months in Sydney, and I don't know if they do night markets in winter. It would be really cold if they did, but I've only ever attended this one particular market, and I would probably only attend as a visitor as well in the summer warmer months, so you can actually have a picnic and have fun. Otherwise, it would be quite windy and cold in winter, especially with those late hours, because the sun sets around 4:30 in winter, so you wouldn't have very much time really of sunlight hours. So with that being said, my fee was only $100, which, like I said, is very cheap for Sydney. My most expensive booth fee was $517, which was a 2-day anime convention. And my cheapest was $90. So $100 is actually a really good value for this particular market. It is only like a few hours, like I said, like maximum 5 hours in length. So you don't get a full day worth of vending. But that's just the way this market is set up. So I guess actually some vendors were telling me that they thought there was a little bit too much entertainment, because every time someone would come over to shop, as soon as the entertainment would start, they would sort of like look away and then walk away. And it's like, come back. But anyway, that's just how it is. I think a lot of people actually come to this market because of all the entertainment. So that's just how it is. However, on with my results. So I made a total of $502 at this market, which was pretty good for around a 5-hour event. It wasn't my best. Because I am editing this quite late, I can say that back then when I was doing this market and previous markets, I actually really didn't bring a lot of stock to my markets. Like I think I maybe brought around 1,000, maybe $1.5 grand total amount of stock. And that really limited the amount that I could actually sell. And also my booth looked quite empty when I started to sell things, so people weren't really interested in coming back and having a look at what I was selling, because it just didn't look that great. Since this market, I now bring about double or triple that much inventory, and I find that I am making double and triple that much money. So I do have a lot of future vlogs coming up as well. But anyway, back to this particular market. Yeah, so $500 is how much I actually made. The cost only being $100 to be there, so I made a profit of $400. I don't include materials when I'm calculating my profits for an individual market, because I just have no way of figuring out how much materials I used for one market, because I will have things that won't sell and I'll carry them over to the next market, and then I will have materials that I'll use like overall in my crochet business. But I do have a spreadsheet that I keep, that I track all of my expenses and all of my income, so I know at a glance how I'm tracking throughout the year, whether it's profit or loss. So I don't calculate it for each individual market, so I can't say how much materials I actually used for this market. I'm only calculating the actual booth fee and then how much I made. And I probably spent like $10 on petrol to get there as well. So I didn't buy any food there. I didn't buy anything there actually, because I was on my own, so I couldn't really leave my booth. I didn't really feel comfortable doing it as well, because I was just worried. There was a lot of people around, and I was a little bit far away from my vendor neighbors. So I was like on the very end, like the corner, and the DJ was like right here, and then I was here, and then there was like a gap, and then there was my vendor neighbor. So it was, yeah, it wasn't like super close proximity where I could just ask them to like, hey, can you just watch my booth, you know, while I grab food. So I didn't bother. Yeah, setting up for this market was actually really good as well because there was a lot of on-site parking. So I could just drive straight up to my market where my stall was and just unload, and then I could drive off back into the parking lot and just walk back over. It was like a 2-minute walk from where the parking situation was, which was really awesome and free. Didn't have to pay. Which is really rare for Sydney because you usually have to pay for every single bit of parking if you can find parking. So this was a really good event for that reason. But the only thing is that I use water weights for my gazebo like weights, like they're refillable like weight things that you clamp around the outside of your tent, each tent leg. And I had to fill them up, and the tap to fill them up was like, I swear it was like a 300-meter walk, maybe not 300 meters, maybe like the walk was probably like a 40-meter walk away. I don't know why I said 300 meters. It's like 40 meters away. But when you fill up your individual like little tanks, it's like 20 kilograms. So I had to do that 4 times. So 1 for each gazebo leg, and it was so heavy. Like I am not that strong. So I was like sweating, and it was like in like pretty hot weather. It wasn't super hot, and it did get cool later on, but it was like quite hot at the start. So I was struggling. Okay, your girl was struggling. But anyway, we got through it. It was all good. We set up. I did pretty well considering it was a night market, so I did have my light and my twinkle lights out as well. So all in all, it was a pretty great market. I would definitely do it again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you stick around for my next videos coming up, and I will see you shortly. Thank you, and bye-bye.